One of my interests in the world is Mahdi Shaheeb Sher from the United Kingdom, is President Donald Trump and the 4-year Ukraine war. I think Russia has invaded Ukraine. We've had the Ukraine war for 4 years. It's an Eastern European war for 5 years. It's about 5 years this February. 5 years this February. And what is America doing with this? It's turning a blind eye to this. That's what America is doing. America has some kind of a contention, maybe a discontention, but it seems to have some kind of a grievance in the world. I think that America could have done a few things with the Russian invasion of Ukraine and perhaps the 4-year Ukraine war. I think that America has been very silent in this 4-year Ukraine war. It's done absolutely nothing. What has America done with the 4-year Ukraine war? America claims to be the policeman of the world. It claims to rule the world. It's America in the world. And what has it done with the world? It's done nothing but austerity, regional conflict and world conflict. It's done the 4-year Ukraine war as well, and it's a belligerent in this. It has some kind of grievance. I don't know exactly what that grievance is, but America does seem to have some kind of grievance with things. I think that over the past 15 years, America has been very silent, and it's been very much disorientated in its own backyard. But I think when you look at some of the problems we're having in the world, with China, austerity, global economic meltdown, and the 4-year Ukraine war, I think that America is partly responsible for this. Why? Because it's taking a position with its diplomacy, its global foreign affairs, its global affairs and foreign policy. It's taken an issue with its foreign policy, and that's the key thing. There seems to be some issue with foreign policy. So I think that I think when you look at some of the problems we're having in Europe, Russia, and perhaps the rest of the world, it could be an issue of American foreign policy. I think that's what we have, some kind of a problem with American foreign policy. I think we've had some issues with American presidents who've had their own personal interests above foreign policy interests, and that could be the issue of discontentment. I think that with the Ukraine war, America is taking pretty much a back seat with things. It's taking a very withdrawn issue with the Ukraine war. How important is the Ukraine war? Is quite important in the world, because it involves people like President Xi Jinping of China. It involves European leaders and world leaders who are involving themselves with the world and the Ukraine war, and America is doing absolutely nothing about the Ukraine war. I think that a lot of the world is trying to resolve the issue with the Ukraine world. But I think when it comes to America, it's taking a very blasé and relaxed attitude with the world and the Ukraine war. It's taking a backseat. What has America done with the issue and the problem of a European war? It's done absolutely nothing. Now, if you look at what the 4-year Ukraine war is, it's a Russian invasion of Ukraine, and it's Russia as a war criminal, And what has America done? It's done absolutely nothing to meet that response. It's not talked to Brussels or the European Union. It's not issued some kind of dialogue or introduction with China. It's not talked with other world players that perhaps could be involved in this. It's simply been very silent, and I have disfavourable opinions with America. I consider myself to be enemies with America. I don't like America. Why? Because America has no morals in the world. It has no decency or ethics in the world. It has crime, punishment and pleasure. It does entertainment and shopping and money. That's what America does. I don't quite like America, but America seems to be very distant in the world. So I do have a problem with America in the world, and that is a serious problem. But I think when you look at how America is behaving in the world, it's very destabilized, disoriented. It could be quite criminal, and it could be quite malcontent, and I think that's a good word. I think America is quite malcontent in the world, and I think we've had presidents like President Obama, George W. Bush, we've had Donald Trump as well, and President Biden as well. We've had those presidents, and those presidents are very bad American presidents in the world. Why? Because the Chinese presidents, they're in the pocket of the Chinese. They accept Chinese gold from farm fields. I think those American presidents have done something very seriously wrong in the past 15 years. We do have an issue of concern and alarm and a problem with America in the world, because it's changed its behavior in the past 10 years. I think America has gone from being very active in the world, very perhaps concerned and involved in the world, and that's a good word. That's a good word. It's become very involved in it's become perhaps not so much involved in the world, whereas it has perhaps been involved in the world. So I think America is important in how the world is at the moment. It was very involved in the world, and this is quite important, but for some reason it's not involved in the world, and that's primarily because I think America has some kind of grievance with the world, similar to Russia, and perhaps similar to some small extent Europe as well. But I think America does have some grievance in the world. It's been doing black politics and the civil rights movement. It's been doing black presidents, and it's been doing un-American presidents in the world. That's what America has been doing in the world. So I think that with some of the issues and problems around the world, there could be American problems. There could be American problems in the world. I think some of the issues in the world that we have at the moment, could be American problems. We have things like austerity. We have China as a superpower. We have various other issues as economic meltdown. We have the banking crisis. We have Africa in the world. We have China in the world as well, and also Latin America or South America in the world. We have kind of an empty Europe in the world, and I think these are very much American problems in the world. Why? Because America thinks it has some kind of grievance in the world. Now, why do we have America in the world? Because it's baked beans America in the world. That's why we have America in the world. Now, there's no such thing as America in the world. We seem to have some stupid problem with America in the world, and it could be baked beans America in the world. I think that there is some kind of a issue of discontentment with America in the world. There seems to be some kind of a problem with America in the world. I think other countries are taking a lot of active concern and accommodation in the world. When it comes to America, they seem to be coming to no accommodation with the world, no solution to the world, and I think it's some kind of a stupid British special relationship with America in the world. Could be something like that. I think most of the American presidents we've had for the past few years have been British presidents, British American presidents in the world. I think Barack Obama is under the influence of the British government. I think President Bush could be the influence on the British government. I think President Biden, and there's factual public information about this, I think President Biden could be the influence on the British government, the Labour Party, in particular the Labour Party, the Conservative Party. I think President Donald Trump could be under the influence of the British government. I think that Kamala Harris, she's half Indian, half black and half American. She could be under the influence of the British government. I think there is an issue with the special relationship between the British and America. It's a special relation, Britain and America. I think Britain is the 51st state of America. It has some special relationship and a special behaviour in the world with America. I think Britain is unfortunately the 51st state of America, and that could be the problem with the British special relationship with America, and some of the American presidents that are being rolled out in America. America is very much seated and obleted in the world, and that's pretty much because of the British and the British special relationship with America. And if you look at the problems we're having in the world, we're having China as a superpower, and there's no such thing as a China as a superpower. We have an African problem, a Chinese problem, a Latin American and South American problem. With that, we have a Russian problem as well. And there seems to be some kind of emptiness in Europe as well. So I think America is a problem in the world. With Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, he's the current American president, and with other presidents as well. So I think George W. Bush could be to blame for this. He orchestrated the 9/11 attacks. That's what George W. Bush did. I think he did that for his own personal reasons. I think he did that. He did other things. I think George W. Bush did the Iraq war with an Iraq invasion. I think he did that for his own personal reasons. I think he also invaded Afghanistan as well with the Afghan war, the Afghanistan war, for his own personal reasons. I think that's what George W. Bush does. President George W. Bush, he does these things for his own personal reasons. He's some kind of Manchurian candidate. I think that's what President George W. Bush is. He's orchestrated the 9/11 attacks, and there's a little bit of factual public information about that. A little bit of public information and factual public information. He did it with the 9/11 attacks. He did it in around about 2000 in 9/11. He's some kind of maturing candidate. He's not very intelligent, as most American presidents are. He's quite a stupid idiot president. He could have good character or virtue, but primarily he's very stupid and idiot. He's a Manchurian candidate. He's not very intelligent. He seems to have very personal issues in the world, and he's doing a lot of American presidents in the world. President George W. Bush has done President Barack Obama in the world. President Barack Obama is related to Saddam Hussein with his Kenyan father, his African father. He's the first minister of Kenya or something. President Barack Obama is a Muslim black president in the world. He's called Obama and Osama. He's called Osama bin Laden. That's what President Barack Obama sounds like in America. He sounds like President Osama bin Laden in America. It's Osama and Obama. That's what President George W. Bush has done in the world, because he lives in Texas, in a ranch in Texas, and it's Texas. Texas. And George W. Bush seems to have some kind of personal issues, personal ideas, and personal thinking. So we have had President Barack Obama. What does President Barack Obama sound like in the world? He sounds like Osama bin Laden. So I think we have a problem with that. And what has President Obama done? He's done, I think, President Trump. He's done President Trump. President Donald Trump has done Jerusalem as a capital in Israel. There's no such thing as Jerusalem as a capital of Israel. Why? Because that's Jewish people in the world. It's Israel in the world, and Israel has no Jewish capital in Jerusalem, because Jerusalem is a sacred holy site with Christianity, Islam and Judaism as well. Israel's capital is in Tel Aviv, but President Donald Trump has done Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, so that's an issue of concern. What else has President Donald Trump done? He's done the border with South America. He's done issue with Spanish speakers. He's done some issue with Spanish speaking people in the world and in America. He's also done the Capitol riots, that civil disobedience in the Capitol, in the White House there, especially with the Democrat Party. He's some kind of usurpation of power. So I think we have that with Donald Trump. He's also done some kind of nuclear confrontation with Korea as well. He's opened a hand of friendship to Russia when there is no such thing as an American friendship with Russia. He's also kind of depleted the austerity problem we've had for the past 15 years. There's no such thing as austerity in the world for the past 15 years. We should have a healthy economic condition in the world, but for some reason American presidents are doing austerity in the world, and in particular President Donald Trump is doing austerity in the world, and now we have him back in power. We have had issues with Kamala Harris. She's half Indian, black president. We've had the other issues with President Joe Biden as well. So we do have an American problem in the world, and it's very much an American problem in the world. Thank you very much.